All right, it's time to do your last cross-hatching drawing before we move on to other things. You'll need a pencil, an eraser, a pen, a blank piece of paper. You'll need to look at this reference on your computer screen. It'll be very helpful to you. Now on the back of this paper, we're going to write a few things. I want you to write 21 shapes, cross-hatching and hatching only. No scribbles, circles, anything like that. Just cross-hatching and hatching. It's got to be done in pen. And you need a dark side, light side. What I mean by that, if you look at this example, you can tell one side's darker overall than the other side. You can tell the light source is coming from this direction. There are darker shapes on the light side and some lighter shapes on the dark side, but that's just because it's a rock. There's different facets, so something might be this direction catching the light. But overall, got a dark side and a light side. Okay, I said it has to be done in pen, but you need a pencil to get started. With your pencil, lightly draw a big rock shape. I'm going to kind of just look at the example and model mine after the example. Make sure you fill up your whole paper. Then you're going to fill this with 21 shapes. So just start drawing some random lines. You can do straight lines. You can do some curvy lines. You can make small shapes and big shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Long ways to go. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. All right. So I've divided this up. And now I'm going to start by hatching. I'm just going to do hatching right now in the different shapes because I'm going to go in after and add more and more lines. So to start out lightly, I'm just going to go lines in one direction in a lot of these shapes. Now, if you are a person that really likes to be clean with your lines and careful, you can use a ruler. It does take a little more time. That's why I'm just doing it freehand. But if it were me and I was actually going to do this assignment, I'd probably use a ruler just to make things look really nice. So in each shape, I'm going to go a different direction with this just hatching right now. Go in different directions so it'll help me remember that these are separate shapes. I'm going a little bit quick just so you guys don't fall asleep while you're watching. Something else to consider if you really want to challenge yourself. I think this is kind of a challenging assignment already, but if you really want to challenge yourself, you could do a face. You could do a big rock with like this space city on it or something. You could add to it, take from it, you could put some holes in it so you could see through it. I will never be upset if you challenge yourself and do something a little bit more difficult. Okay, I've got all this hatching done. I've got to decide. I'm going to take my pencil just to help me remember. This is dark. This is light. And now I'm going to start to make some darker areas. Try to make each one of your shapes a little bit different than the ones around it. I would say make every single shape a different value, but there's 21 shapes. That's going to be kind of hard to do. But make them slightly different than the ones around them. And like on the example, remember you got your dark side, your light side, but some variations, some lighter ones over here, some darker ones over here. But overall, this is darker, this is lighter. So keep this handy, this picture, as you draw on this, so you can look at it as a reference. Only leave a few with just hatching. Try to do cross hatching on most of them. And when you're all done, you started this with pencil. Let your pen dry a little bit. and then go back in and erase the pencil marks. And then you can take a picture and turn it in, submit it for grading.